friends. It's your long-lost friend, Nicole, aka Hairly Relatable, and I have not forgotten about this journey, the Hairly Relatable Podcast. It's episode number 16, actually. And if you are counting the 2 guest episodes that I was on other podcasts this summer, that's 18 podcasts for the year. And when I set out to do this journey, it was projected that I was going to do 2 per month. So with my phenomenal mathematics skills, that would put me at 24 episodes. So with the perseverance of the mighty gift of gab, I would say that I'm actually doing it. And I am thankful for that, because even though it's been a long summer and I've kind of fell off a little bit, I still managed to put out 2 episodes, and I was a guest on 2 episodes. We'll call it a wash. And here we are. It's the end of September, and time is just flying, and that seems to be the common denominator of just everybody's conversation. Is just, we are just accelerating at full speed ahead, and it's just a crazy world that we're living in. And if you're anything like me, I have to take a lot of social media breaks myself, because sometimes it's just, you get caught in these scroll fests and rabbit holes, and you just don't want to deal with the same algorithms anymore. And to be honest, I'm just so busy sometimes that I don't have it in me to be posting just content and just ideas, and creativity isn't flowing like usual. So when I get stuck on a low of things and I'm not busy either at the salon because there's a structure, a dip in my schedule, or just things are not bumping in the economy right now, I will use that time to kind of like put ideas together and work on different projects. So I will say that they're in the making, and I can't wait to share some always new and exciting endeavors with all of the people who are still listening and supporting. So for that, I am forever grateful. And even still, like, I had gotten a message in my DMs from someone, and they said, I see you're keeping busy with your podcast. And I didn't know how to answer that. I said, what you mean? I thought it was like snotty comment. So like, I know I have to record an episode, okay? But it was more like, no, like, really, like, you're funny, I think. I said, I know I'm funny sometimes. I mean, not all the time, but most of the time. And it was actually a little motivating that I said, okay, yeah, I need to get behind the microphone now, because I gotta dust it off a little bit. And you know, I still got green tape holding my headphones together that I threw in my carry-on bag that I shouldn't have, because you know how the airlines love to destroy your property. But for real, it's great. And I really do appreciate the nice things that people have to say. And I appreciate the bad things too, because that's what we're going to talk about today. Because that was motivating enough. Because, you know, with the good, you have to take the bad. And, you know, I think that was a theme song in the 80s for a sitcom. But Hairly Relatable, episode number 16. I am your relatable host, Nicole. Thank you for joining me. And I am still behind the chair at Beautiful Revenge Salon, located in Westwood, New Jersey, where I work. And what we talk about doesn't necessarily reflect views, policies, or opinions. So don't hold that against me. And yeah, let's get into it. So what I wanted to talk about today was obviously like taking those good moments where people are just all about you, and they're praising you, and they're giving you these fabulous reviews, which by the way are my love language. 5-star reviews on Google, and absolutely, I don't know if people use Yelp anymore, but that's actually not a bad idea. I also was the first recipient of my first bad review, and we will talk about why and how that happened. And of course, there are 3 sides to every story. There is my side, the client side, and like probably the actual side, but I'm going to be completely and blatantly honest that my side is probably the right side of the scenario because of how I work. And if you have worked with me, you know that I'm no bullshit. I will give you a fair game consultation. I will make sure that, especially meeting you as a new client, that we are aligned to work together. And I think that that's something now in 2025 that hairstylists are really doubling down on. If we are not a good fit, I will refer you to somebody who is. And I have no shame in my game to do that. Like, I'm not going to take on a project that I don't feel fit or confident to do. It's beside myself that how somebody would act first and foremost to take the time, because when they're writing that bad review, as my coworker said best, you are not only like slandering the name of the hairstylist, but you're also slandering everybody in that salon, their names, and you're slandering the name of that salon as well. So there was a word also that she had used at the end, and I'm not going to go through the whole review giving me 2 stars out of 5, but she called me unprofessional. And, that is a definite, very, very, very low blow. And I will tell you why it kind of took a little bit. It was a little personal because the whole story was that I definitely took the time out to talk to her on the phone. And me taking the time out of my day, out of my schedule, when she had called the salon, she was looking for, the salon offers a discount service through a third party, which I don't participate in. And I think we've talked about that on my podcast as well. But side note, tangent, I do now offer a referral system, which is completely different because it gives my clients an opportunity to give out cards that they have their name on it. And if those cards come back of them referring a client, then they get a discount off of their service. So I think it's like something that is so positive, and I am using that as my way of giving back to the people that are existing in my chair. Also, I do offer a new client discount. So if you follow me and you are following my Instagram and you do get that discount. But for whatever reason, she was pushing for the one that she had seen on this third party website. So what she wanted was not permanent color, and what she and I spoke about was gray blending. No harm, no foul. I explained what gray blending was and how it was not going to 100% cover gray, etc., etc. In this consultation, we also spoke that she had an allergy to permanent color. I told her I would do a patch test. No. So there's a lot of things that were contingent on the fact of I did my job and I did my, went through the checklist of things to offer her. Now, when you come in with a picture, we go through the whole consultation over again. And the thing is, reality versus expectations. And again, telling her on the phone, not seeing her, and then seeing her in person, you're showing me a picture with a gray hair grow out that has about 6 inches, and you come in and you have an inch of regrowth. I tell you straight up that you're going to have a long drawn out process of getting it to look like that. But if you're on board, I'm on board, and we will soften that regrowth and blend it, because again, semi-permanent color does not cover gray 100%. But I don't know if I should have spray painted this on the side wall of the salon, but there was a phrase that also was used, and I'm going to add this phrase to my Hairstylist ICK. And this is what she had said. I'm going to write it. You're the professional. Okay. Ick. You're the professional. I am adding this to my hairstylist icks. Don't say this anymore. I don't want to hear it. I'm adding you're the professional to my bank of hairstylist icks. I'd rather you say, do what you want. I trust you. Don't say this. You're the professional. I am the professional. I know. Don't say this. I know I'm the professional. I went to school for this. I'm the professional. We're in a professional salon. I've been doing hair for 24 years. I know I'm the professional. I wear glasses. Does that make me smarter? I don't know. Maybe. I look cute for work every day. But I'm not ready to walk no damn runway. Let's talk about it. You're creating this expectation of me to get inside your head to create something that you maybe see that I don't. So I'm explaining to you in this consultation that this is how it's going to go, but you're saying I'm the professional. You're not listening to what I'm really saying because you're so blindsided by the fact that I'm going to do my job to do what you're seeing in your head. It doesn't work like that. You have to surrender your idea of what you think you see, what you know about hair, let go of what you think the vision is, and just let me do my job without saying I'm the professional, okay? Because you're creating this whole level of expectation in your own head that if things don't come out the way that you're anticipating, you're going to lose your ish, which is exactly what happened. You changed your story when the time came to take out your color. You said, as long as it covers the gray. But you showed me a picture that had absolutely no gray coverage. And now you're using the semi-permanent color that we've agreed on. And you wanted me to cover your gray. So I'm the professional. I should have covered your gray then. I guess gotten inside your head and put some sprinkle fairy dust on there and changed it in the matter of your processing time. So when we got back to the mirror, she said, oh, I can still see them because we're growing out your hair. Okay, I'll fix it. I'll mat it out. We'll put a very, very darker color on it and you won't see the blend anymore. And she said no. So at the end of the day, not once in that review did she say, I offered A, to fix it, B, I offered for her to come back. She mentioned that I didn't discount her. Oh, and there it is. And that made it me unprofessional. P.S. I am not the owner of the salon. I am a hairstylist. So if you cared that much, maybe you could have called the next day and then asked to speak with the owner, which she did not. So by saying in the beginning, I'm the professional, when we were going through all of the different things that we could have done for this gray grow out, because don't worry, it wasn't just that option. This is what we decided on. This is what you turned against. Ick. So that's why I am so turned off by that phrase now. I'd rather my clients who I have that relationship with say, of course, I trust you. Do what you want. Or even if we don't have that relationship, we work together and we say, if it doesn't come out the way that I like it this time, I'm happy to come back and fix whatever the problem is that I don't like. Or I might not like something. I might say, I'm not happy with the way it came out. I want to do it over next time. And you might say, it's fine. I don't care. So it's a relationship. And the fact that it was very, very much called out about offering a discount really, really made it look unrealistic expectations of what you were there for. You were scamming the system, and that was your intention to just really try to get money off of your service. So I was a little taken back at first until I like really sat and dissected what was said, and it definitely resonated with me to brush it off, because for that one bad review of how she felt was 15 to 20 in that month of 5-star amazing positive feedback that I'm so grateful and so blessed for. So bad reviews are going to happen. It's probably not my first in 24 years. My first in a very long time, post like whatever, and definitely the first at this salon. But there's always going to be people that complain. And it's also, like I said, it's their reality of their expectations. I've explained things thoroughly, and whether it's their hair, whether it's their fear of the hair color, and maybe it's just that it's the condition. And listen, I wear extensions. I wish that my hair was really blonder or longer or whatever, but it's what we're given, and we have to like let go of these AI pictures that are coming in at full speed, because they're not real either. And it's so fun to like imagine like this is our perfect vision of what we could look like, but we don't look like that. So I think that that's a lot of the issues too, is we're seeing these retouched pictures, and we're also seeing this high def film on Instagram, like these hairstylists. Like, I mean, I'm using my 17. I don't have the 17. I'm using iPhone 16 still, with a purple light, because that's like, complimentary on my skin color. And it's taking out the fact that like, I need a little like, I need a little on my face, and I'm tired because, we don't stop moving all day. And I just like whipped up some dinner, and, I got dance tonight. I'm back to my routines too. And I have a life and I have hobbies, and I'd rather be doing this than anything. But people who take the time out to bash, and if it is that bad, like, I could see like somebody burnt their hair off, and his hair's bothering me right here. Like, God forbid, like something happened bad. Like if somebody really like, I want to go blonde, and like, oh no, or you're dark brown, or somebody has like, a really bad experience, something really bad happens. Like, okay, yes, alert the masses. Like, you have the right to like your opinion of something really bad happening. Like, okay, I walked in and like there's like sewage in the bathroom floor, and it's or like there's like open containers of like bleach poured, and I had to walk through the developer to get to the sinks. Like, I don't know. I'm speculating like the crazy. They had me fold towels because they didn't have it. I'm sure like clients actually wouldn't even mind that, and some I wouldn't mind. But like, if it's that bad, right, you have to like let the people know, but not if like your consultation didn't meet your expectations and that's what you wanted. That's not nice. As a hairstylist, like we definitely take a beating. Like that, got a tough skin. I mean, I do, and it's funny because like as much as like I thought about it and I like ranted, it definitely didn't hold space for it. I mean, not much gets me down these days, but You're the Professional is definitely going on the ick list now. Done. It's on the ick list. So when bad reviews happen, you have to suck it up and hope that it's not one of those really, really bad situations that put a distress call on your salon or your business. And unfortunately, if you have to like refund or do over, it shouldn't be both. In my opinion, you can have a client fill out a form. Like I said, I thought we were pretty much aligned through conversation. I've had clients fill out forms before for high-end vivid colors or compromised hair. I don't like doing it, but it is a way to protect, your own self. And I think the lesson that I'm taking away and that a lot of stylists should take away, and clients as well, is just like be transparent. And if you are looking ultimately, say, for like an inexpensive service and you think that it is not viable for you to pay for a full service, like if it doesn't work in your favor, don't bash somebody online for that. Like, really, it doesn't work that way. And unfortunately for the service that she paid for, and I don't mean to sound like crass when I say this, but I'm going to, because like my clients pay like high-end money for their services, and she paid for like the lowest grade of color that you could actually possibly get, which is like, are you kidding me? So it's just ick. You're ick, girl. You are ick. So I hope you got your gray covered with us, semi-permanent, 100% with your highlight gray grow out. But better her than me. She doesn't align with my chair, and she wanted to do that. So peace out. That's what I have to say. I will always suggest what I think is fit, and if what I feel is not fit, I won't do it. Like I said. That's it. That's episode 16 for Hairly Relatable. I will be back in a week because I'm going to crank out 2 more episodes before October 8th. I will be at this for a year. It's insane. And I also cannot wait to share 2 more things, but I'm not exposing those yet. Stay tuned for more. Hairly Relatable. Don't use You're the Professional. Don't ick. Stay Hairly Relatable. Tune in on YouTube and Spotify. I'm tired. I need a nap. I'm water. I'm parched. Thanks, everyone. Bye.